Hi, my name is Aditya Pawar, and this is my Project 4. My Project 4's name is WellSpent. If you get the catchphrase, I hope you do. WellSpent refers to well, which is a source of water, and spending, meaning how you spend what water we have. So, well spent, making sure that you use your water well. So, the reason I chose this problem was because I took a look at the link that Professor Arizana posted in Project Four's description, and I found water conservation to be the problem that we all can tackle as a group together to be the most effective and something that affects everyone, no matter color, age, race, caste, wherever we might be from. So the way this interface works is it's supposed to emulate the dashboard of a Duke Energy website, essentially, because that's where I got the inspiration from. Because last year, my roommates had a roommates and I we rung up the cost for heating because the winter was really cold, and I looked at the usage and it gave me a breakdown of each and every day that we use gas for and how much we used it, so we knew where to cut back our spending. It's like we knew where to switch off the heating. So I know, but enough digressing for now. So now that we come to the UI itself, we have three main parts. This is the dashboard. The dashboard shows you on the left side, but it shows you the scenery that you have currently based on your usage. So right now it shows that you've used 267 liters of water, where your target is 200 liters of water. So that's where it shows your drought warning. And the expected cost is 1338, but your targeted cost based on your targeted water amount that you wanted to use was $10. So now before we move ahead, I'm just quickly gonna change this to be, let's go 275 liters. So now you can see our scenery has turned green. Our target cost is 375. Our expected cost is 338. And now on the middle tab, we have the appliance that is highlighted, which is the master shower. So if I press start on it, it's gonna start using the shower, and then you can see it on the right tab that, oh, flow of water is being used, and this updates for the last 30 seconds. And I can also start different appliances, and you can see like these appliances pop up as green on here. Now, if I wanted to, oh, by the way, now that you notice that as soon as it went over the limit, it turned into drawer warning. We're just gonna let this go on for now. I'm just gonna show you the option to add a utility. So let's just say guest garden hose, and then scratch. Let's do washer, and then if we go dishwasher, and I can set the daily limit to be 25 liters. Oh no, 5 liters. They're supposed to be efficient. So I can add the utility, and like you can see here, I can start using the dishwasher as well. And as you can see, it pops up the usage on the right. This is a static graph showing the utility breakdown that shows the different utilities that you have, yeah, and how much water is being consumed by this. This doesn't isn't reactive, so it's just to show like future implementation of how this could work. Secondly, we have a view history icon where you can see the different years that you've been using this app for. Again, this is pretty much static right now. It doesn't change dynamically, but it shows you the amount of months that you've been using and how much water you've been using depending on the months. Obviously, you're going to use more during the summer months. Again, the same graph from the dashboard over here. And here you can also see the different utilities that you use and how much exact liters you've used and the cost that it's costing you, just so you know where your money is being spent. So before I go to pay and donate, I quickly wanna update the limit to be 370. So now it shows that we're in healthy levels. So I'm gonna run through this quick. So it's gonna say that, oh, our actually just 357. Our target was 370. So as we're under the limit, we can just pay the bill, and we don't really have to do anything else. Like we can make a voluntary donation, but we don't really have to. I'm going to show how that works real quick. So if I click on voluntary donation, it takes you to water.org. But now, let's just wait for it to go over, and it just went over right now. It's at 372 liters. If I go to pay and donate, it's going to say you've exceeded the limit by 7 liters, 8, 9 liters now. And as you've gone over the limit, it's going to take the amount that you went over by, estimate the cost of how much it costs. Let's just say if it costed 80 cents, it's going to 2x it and you're going to add it on. So you're paying essentially thrice the price. Well, x plus 2x is what you're going to be playing, which will make you more mindful and make sure that you are more efficient with the way you're using water. Because as I said in my demo, if all of us can cut down spending by even just 1 liter per day, that's 30 liters per person. And in our class, I think we have 30 people. So if we do 30 into 30, that's what, 9,000 liters? I might be wrong. It's around 9,000 liters maybe that we can save as a group alone, and that adds up. For my future implementation, I would like to implement dynamic graphs for the utility breakdown, the past statements, and for the profile section, I would also like to have a community where you can see which household is using how much water. Again, doesn't have to be forced. It's something you can opt into if you want to. Again, peer pressure really helps us humans just be more competitive and more conservative. So the whole idea of this is to make you visualize how much water you're spending, where your water is going, and how you should be more careful. And because water is not a renewable resource, and it's going to be a problem sooner or later. Thank you.